to a brand new video. Hope you guys had a fantastic day. So yes, as you by today's title and thumbnail, we are back for the Premier League prediction. That's right guys, today we are predicting Premier League Game Week 11. That is right then guys, we are back. So guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already there, and without further ado, let's get straight in. Enjoy this video guys, get some snacks, and without further ado, let's begin. Our first game is Fulham versus Man United. That is right guys, Fulham drew 1-1 to Brighton at the weekend. A very good point indeed, so they'll be happy with that point. A fantastic point for Fulham. Anyway, João Palhinha to a new deal in a few months back, and he is a very crucial part to that side. Okay guys, obviously it was about to leave Fulham to go to Bayern Munich before the transfer window closed, and somehow they kept him. I don't know how they kept him, but he is so important to this side because obviously everything comes from him. You know, he's like their playmaker, and to lose him as well as Mitrovic in the same year, then they could have been in trouble. But I believe now Fulham should be okay. Obviously João Palhinha signed a new deal, and that is very huge. Man United lost 3-0 guys. That is right, Man United lost 3-0 to Man City, their Manchester rivals, at the weekend. A bad loss indeed. 3-0 guys. So that is poor. So yes then, let's talk about the overall squad and what it looks like now to what it used to look like, okay, and how it is now, okay. So obviously their recent squad right now is one of the weakest sides they've ever had. Johnny Evans and Maguire playing centre half together, okay, and that is a Leicester City back line last 5 years ago. So yeah man, so then guys, I was shocked with this one, okay. So just on that alone, and obviously with the way Man United are right now, Fulham will be full of confidence due to that 1-1 draw against Brighton. So that is why guys, I've got Fulham to beat Man United a very close 2-1. What? Our next game is Brentford versus West Ham. Oh boy, Brentford beat Chelsea 2-0 at the weekend. A very good win indeed, man. Yes. Don't have all the amazing players in the world, okay, but they work as a team, guys. They work together. They work for a team, and they work for each other. They, you know, the work rate, guys, is unbelievable, and that is why Brentford are what they're doing now. Because obviously Brentford are working hard and they're working for each other. And once you do all that, you should be fine. In their last 2 games, they have played 2, won 2. So I'm not going to lie to you though guys, they made Chelsea look bang average, okay, so fair play for Brentford right there. They came out against Chelsea and literally took them around the park, so fair play to Brentford right there. West Ham on the other hand guys, lost 1-0 to Everton at the weekend. A pretty poor result, okay, a very poor result indeed. That now puts them on 2 losses in a row, and they need to find some form because this game is going to be hard because they're up against a very good Brentford side. West Ham always seem to hit this bit of form every season at least once, okay. They always seem to lose a few games, but they always seem to bounce back and get confidence. So I'm expecting that to happen again, but it keeps happening every season where they lose a few games in a row, okay, and that is what happened last year as well, so it's happened this year too. But I do believe West Ham want to bounce back this week because they can't go 3 games on a losing streak. So that is why guys, I've got this game to end as a very good 2-2 draw. Our next game is Burnley versus Crystal Palace. Burnley guys lost to their relegation rivals 2-1 to Bournemouth, okay. A very poor loss for Burnley right there. That result right there makes them on a 3-game losing streak game, guys, and only 4 points in 10 games. So it's not looking good for the Burnley boys. They literally bossed it in the Championship last season, but it goes to show you the quality difference from the Championship to the Premier League, and that is why they're struggling, guys. It shows you how much harder the Premier League is to the Championship. Palace lost 2-1 to Spurs at the weekend, Friday night should I say, but they did okay, you know, they did fine. Obviously they lost, but they battled Spurs till the end. But Palace are definitely missing goals, okay? In the last 10 games, guys, they've only scored 8 goals. So scoring goals is a big problem. They need to find some goal machines to try and cope with the Premier League. Palace sit in 13th place on a 2-game losing streak, so they need to bounce back this week, and I believe they can. So, obviously because of these teams are struggling to score goals, I do have this game as a very close game indeed. That is right, guys. I've got Palace to beat Burnley, a very close 1-0. Wow. Our next game is Everton versus Brighton. Everton with a fantastic win against West Ham, 1-0. By the way, guys, I'm talking from a little, I've got a bit of a cold, so just ignore that right now, okay? But yeah, Everton won 1-0 to West Ham. What a fantastic win for Everton right there. That result puts them in 15th place in the Premier League table. Can that win finally give Everton a confidence boost? We shall find out, but they're up against a very good Brighton side. Brighton drew 1-1 to Fulham at the weekend. Yes, it's better than losing, okay, guys, but obviously it's a good point. It's a good point overall, but I think Brighton should have won the game. But either way, it's still better than losing. Brighton sit in 7th place, but their recent form is not good enough. They have played 4, drew 2, lost 2, okay? So the form-wise, it is not looking good. But they will find winning ways, because I believe this game will end as a Brighton win. I've got Brighton, guys, to beat Everton, a very easy 2-0. Wow. Our next game is Man City versus Bournemouth. Man City with a fantastic Manchester win to 3-0 against Man United, and they literally took Man United apart. They truly pulled Man United's pants down and they spat them so hard. That is how one-sided the game was. Bournemouth beat their relegation rivals 2-1. That was Burnley, okay? A fantastic win for Bournemouth right there. That win puts them just above the relegation zone in 17th place. But I think a great win, guys. Like I say, they're at the relegation zone now, and that is a crucial statement. But unfortunately, though, I can only see this game ending one way. That is right, guys. Even though Bournemouth won against the relegation rivals, they're up against a very good Man City side. So that is why I've got Man City, guys, to beat Bournemouth, a very easy 3-0. Our next game is Sheffield United versus Wolves. Sheffield, guys, lost 5-0 to Arsenal at the weekend, okay? And that just sums up Sheffield's season. They still sit on 1 point, guys. 1 point all season in 10 games. What is happening? What is happening? Sheffield, again, have only scored 7 goals, guys. 7 goals in the last 10 games. And to be fair, it's just not good enough. So it's looking more and more likely every single weekend that they are getting relegated. Wolves' last game, on the other hand, drew 2-2, guys, to Newcastle. A very good point indeed. That result puts them in 12th place in the table. You know what? A very good season so far. In their last 5 games, they have played 5, won 2, drew 3. That is not bad at all. So guys, just on that alone, and obviously the way Sheffield are now, I believe Wolves will win this game. That is right, guys. I've got a very close game now. I've got this game to end as a 2-1 win for Wolves. Our next game is Newcastle versus Arsenal. Newcastle's last game, obviously they just drew 2-2 to Wolves. They sit in 6th place. In the last 5 games they have played 5, won 3, drew 2. Callum Wilson scores every time he plays, and he's a very underrated striker. But he always gets injured, but so far he's proven a very good hit this season. Arsenal's last game, they won Sheffield 5-0. That's all I've got to say about that, guys. I won 5-0. Nketiah see on screen right now, scored a hat-trick. What a hat-trick for him indeed. And trust me guys, he may not start much for Arsenal, okay, or he might not play as much as he wants to, but he's a very underrated striker, and every time he plays, he scores. They sit in second place, 2 points behind Spurs. So again, a very good season for Arsenal. So just on that alone, and the way it's playing out right now, I do have this game as an Arsenal win. That is right guys, I've got this game to be a very good game indeed, and that's why I've got Arsenal to beat Newcastle a very close 3-2. Wow. Our next game is Forest versus Arsenal. Forest lost 3-0 to Liverpool at the weekend. That puts Forest in 16th place, okay. That is two places above the relegation zone. But they are 5 points away from 8 teams. So it's quite a big gap. Aston Villa beat Luton 3-1. Again, a very good win indeed. Villa sit in 5th place, but only 4 points away from Spurs. Villa's last 5 games, they have played 5, won 4, drew 1. Villa right now all full of confidence, and this game could be another win. Do I believe it will? Yes I do guys. I believe Villa will win this game. That is why I got Villa guys to beat Forest a very easy 3-0. Our next game is Luton versus Liverpool. Luton lost 3-1 to Aston Villa at the weekend. Because Bournemouth won, that puts Luton in 18th place, which is the relegation zone. Luton need points thick and fast, but this game is going to be so tough. Liverpool's last game, they beat Forest a very easy 3-0. Liverpool sit in 4th place, but only 3 points away from first. So Liverpool are also looking like title contenders this year. And just on that alone, I do have Liverpool to win this game. That is right guys, I've got Liverpool to win this game a very easy 2-0. We are down to the last game of this game week. It is Spurs versus Chelsea, a London derby. Spurs last game, they beat Palace a very good 2-1. They sit in 1st place guys, in 2 points clear. 1-4, okay, and what a season guys, considering they lost their main man Harry Kane. They are looking at an even better side. It is crazy. Simon Madison, I keep saying to you, wow, that is all I'm going to say, wow. Chelsea lost 2-0 to Brentford on a Saturday afternoon. That is right guys, Chelsea lost 2-0. Another loss for the mighty Chelsea. They sit in 11th place this season, and they've only won 3 out of 10 games. Pretty poor. Chelsea in recent times have become such a weird club. But you know what, we're all for it guys. Would you like to see Chelsea relegated this season? Imagine if it happens. Imagine if it happens. That would be bloody brilliant. But anyway guys, I do have this game to end as another Spurs win. That is right guys, I just can't see Chelsea getting anything from this game. That is why I've got Spurs to beat Chelsea a very easy 3-1. And then guys, there we have it. That is my Premier League Game Week 11 predictions. If you agree with any of my decisions, let me know down below in the comments. And guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you at the weekend for a brand new video. Good and good night.